What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back for my NXT TakeOver Wargames 2 2018 predictions. Now, NXT TakeOver Wargames 2 happens this Saturday, live on the WWE Network from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. Now, last year's Wargames was great. This year's Wargames is spectacular. We got 4 fantastic matches and 2 titles are going to be on the line. So I am very excited to do my TakeOver Wargames 2 predictions for you guys this year. And I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record. Coming into NXT TakeOver Wargames 2 after our last NXT TakeOver, which was NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, back in August, we went 2-3. So our overall record coming in is 28-8. So once again, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn has been our kryptonite, our bane. We have not had a winning record at TakeOver in 2 years in the month of August. So I'm disappointed my long winning streak is once again ended by an NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, but hopefully in this video we will get back on the winning track and cap a fantastic 2018 with another winning record going into 2019. Hopefully. Now, this is the second of 5 big videos that will be up on the channel today, so hopefully you guys will be able to watch all these videos. As always, show your support by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment section down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel, it's like first time viewing, this is your first video. Boy, you picked a good one if you're a huge NXT fan like myself and you're ready for this year's War Games. Welcome to the Dangerous Lines. I'm JJ Dangerous. Welcome to the club, because this club is 2. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Starting now, if they do add anything on this card, which they probably will, I'll have them in the comment section down below. But I'm going to do the 4 matches that have already been confirmed. Now, let's start off with the first matchup. It is a singles grudge match between the former NXT World Champion, the former undefeated Prince of Darkness, Alistair Black, and his opponent is a former NXT Tag Team Champion. He is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. Now, this whole thing started on July 25th, where Alistair Black was defending the NXT title against Tommaso Ciampa. And during the end of the match, Johnny Gargano, who was feuding with Tommaso Ciampa, tried to make sure Ciampa wouldn't win the title, but he accidentally hit Alistair Black and cost Alistair the NXT title. And then it culminated on August 8th, the week going into NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, where after the show, Alistair Black was attacked. We didn't know who attacked him. We thought it was Tommaso Ciampa. We thought the Undisputed Era did it. We thought Johnny Gargano did it. It was a whole mystery of who attacked Alistair Black and took him out of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. Then it all came to light on October 24th, the week before Halloween, when it was announced, it was revealed that it was Johnny Gargano who attacked Alistair Black and took him out of his shot at the NXT World Title at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. And this has been culminating since then. Now, starting off with Alistair Black. This is his first takeover since NXT TakeOver, I think, Chicago. This is the last time we saw Alistair Black at a takeover was Chicago, and that was all the way back in June. So we haven't seen him on takeovers in 3 months. He's pissed because, again, he still has not got his owed one-on-one shot at the NXT title yet, and he's just looking for revenge. Alistair Black was taken out for 3 months thanks to Johnny Gargano, and those 3 months of waiting to come back and then finding out it was him, you know Alistair Black is looking to put Johnny Gargano down with his fade to black. The only other side, you have Johnny Gargano coming in, and this is a completely different Johnny Gargano. We don't know if he's a heel, we don't know if he's a face, but he does seem like he's a heel now. And as Harvey Dent said in The Dark Knight, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And that's exactly what Johnny Gargano is now. He's a villain. He was loved. He was beloved by the fans of NXT. Multiple shots at the NXT title, but just falling short. And I guess in his mind he was thinking, I keep failing. And I see Alistair Black continuing to succeed. And I bet you his mind just thought, you know what? If I take out him, I take out a stiff threat to the NXT title, and maybe I'll have my opportunity. And that's what it feels like with Johnny Gargano. And the funny thing is, he said that he would do whatever it takes to make sure Ciampa wouldn't be the NXT champion. But we all saw on July 25th, he helped Ciampa win that match with his interference and hitting Alistair Black with the NXT title. So it is really his fault that Ciampa is the NXT champion, whether he likes it or not. So coming from me, in this singles grudge match, that easily could be a contenders match for the NXT title at Takeover Phoenix in January, I'm going to go with Alistair Black to put Johnny Gargano down with the Fade to Black and defeat Johnny Gargano. And now the next matchup. It is an Evolution rematch, but this time it's 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT title. NXT Women's title, excuse me. Starting off with the challenger. She is the former NXT Women's Champion, and she's looking to regain the gold and reclaim her One Piece. She is the Pirate Princess, and it's time to set sail for Kyrie Sane. And Kyrie Sane is challenging the reigning and defending and the first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion. She is the Submission Wizard and the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. Now, at Evolution a month ago, Shayna Baszler defeated Kyrie Sane with the help of 2/4 of the MMA 4 Horsewomen, and she became the first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion. Now, this is Kyrie Sane's automatic rematch. Now, starting off with Kyrie Sane, if she does not win this matchup, she has to move to the back of the line, because the NXT Women's Division is very much stacked. You got some fantastic players there like Bianca Belair. You got Lacey Evans. You got Dakota Kai. You have Io Shirai when she officially debuts for NXT. So if Kyrie Sane does not win this match, she needs to move to the back of the line so other challengers can step up and maybe elevate their careers. But Kyrie Sane is once again looking to reclaim the One Piece, become Queen of the Pirates once again, and hold the NXT Women's title. The other side, you have Shayna Baszler coming in as the reigning champion. This is her first title defense since winning it back in October, and without the help of the 4 Horsewomen by General Manager William Regal, she's going to try to win it on her own, and she's done it before. These two have only met twice, and they both have victories over each other. So this is the rubber matchup, and this being a 2 out of 3 falls match, this is right in the wheelhouse of Shayna Baszler, because she can go multiple falls, and with her submission game, she can end this with a snap of her fingers. So coming from me, in the 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Women's Championship, nobody's gonna win this in a straight 2 falls. It's gonna come down to the 3rd fall with both of them with a win apiece. So it's gonna come down to the 3rd fall. So coming from me, man, this one's so tough. I picked Kyrie Sane at Evolution. She let me down. So coming from me, I'm taking Shayna Baszler to retain the NXT Women's title by any means and defeat Kyrie Sane with the final score of 2-1. And now the next matchup. It is for the NXT World Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is looking to finally win his first singles title in NXT, and he's looking to give the NXT title an experience like you have never seen before. He is the Velveteen Dream, and the Velveteen Dream is challenging the reigning and defending and undisputed NXT champion. He is maybe easily the best heel in the company right now. He is the Sicilian psychopath, and he is a black heart. He is Tommaso Ciampa. Now, starting off with the Velveteen Dream, this is his biggest opportunity. His record at takeovers is 2-2. He has done pretty well against some of the top NXT stars like EC3, like Cassius Ohno, like Ricochet, and like Alistair Black. And he always steps up when it comes to these one-on-one takeovers match. But this is the biggest in his career. His chance to become the next NXT World Champion. And he has definitely earned this opportunity. Even though he was attacked by Lars Sullivan and attacked last week on NXT by Tommaso Ciampa, he stood tall in that ring, and the people are ready for the experience of a lifetime of having him as the NXT World Champion. Then on the other side, you have the reigning champ, Tommaso Ciampa, who is coming in, holding the belt for around about 2 months, I think 2 or 3 months. And this is his second title defense since winning the belt back in July. Now, with Alistair Black and Johnny Gargano going at it on this card, we could definitely see Ciampa and Black in Phoenix at TakeOver, or Ciampa Gargano once again at TakeOver. So Tommaso Ciampa better not look ahead to NXT TakeOver Phoenix, because the Velveteen Dream is a legit threat to that belt. And with Tommaso Ciampa's attitude, you can definitely say he'll try to win by any means necessary. So, coming from me, in this matchup for the NXT World Title, I would love to see the Velveteen Dream win this. I would love it. It would be great. It would be something different. But coming from me, it's hard to pick against Tommaso Ciampa. He's so damn good. He's the best heel in the WWE right now. So coming from me, I am taking Tommaso Ciampa to retain the NXT title by any means and defeat the Velveteen Dream. And now the main event. It is War Games 2, the match beyond, an eight-man tag team battle. On one side, you have the reigning NXT North American champion, a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team champion, a Best of a Super Juniors champion. He is the one and only Ricochet. Next, he is the longest reigning NXT United Kingdom champion and the longest reigning champion in the WWE right now. He is the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. And their partners are the former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions and former two-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They're making their NXT TakeOver debut. And if you know their music in Ring of Honor, you know who I'm talking about. Get ready for war. They are Ray Rowe and Warbeard Hansen, War Machine, and their opponents, all representing the Undisputed Era, consisting of the former Ring of Honor Television Champion, the infamous Bobby Fish. You have the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Messiah of the Backbreaker, and Mr. Ring of Honor, Roderick Strong, and the former Ring of Honor World Champion, the striker himself, Kyle O'Reilly, and the leader of the Undisputed Era, and the only man in Ring of Honor history to hold the Ring of Honor World title 3 times. He is the Panama City Playboy, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Baby. Baby! 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 He is Adam Cole, and that's Adam Cole, baby! Now, this year's War Games is how the original War Games was. 4 teams, 2 cages, 1 winner. Now, last year's War Games matchup was great, three different tag teams, but this time it's just 4 teams. 2 men start in the ring. After the 5-minute interval, the winner of the one-man advantage, which was the Undisputed Era 2 weeks ago on NXT when Kyle O'Reilly defeated Hansen. So when the timer goes off, a member of the Undisputed Era will come out, and when all 8 men are in the War Games match, the match begins. The winner comes from pinfall, submission, or surrender. Now, I wish NXT would have made this a winner-takes-all match. You have the NXT UK title on the line, the North American title on the line, and the NXT Tag Team titles on the line. Because if they did that, this War Games would have been a little bit more bigger. But overall, this is going to be a fantastic matchup. Now, starting off with the team of Dunne, Ricochet, and War Machine. Now, these four men have never been in War Games. They've never been in this type of matchup. Pete Dunne, who has been the longest NXT United Kingdom champion in modern history, even though he hasn't defended it at a TakeOver since NXT TakeOver Chicago a year ago. So his championship is kind of dubious, but he really hasn't defended the title at a TakeOver, so what kind of champion is he? Then you have Ricochet, who won the NXT North American title at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 from Adam Cole in a classic. And I was hoping that he was going to be defending this belt at this TakeOver after just winning it. But I guess they're going to just have him in this matchup. And then you have War Machine making their NXT TakeOver debuts. If you don't know who War Machine is, definitely got to look them up, because they were maybe the best tag team in Ring of Honor. And they were the 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And with their finisher known as Fallout, nobody kicks out of Fallout. It's usually 1, 2, 3. Then on the other side, you have the Undisputed Era, who has all the experience in this matchup because they won the first one last year. The team of O'Reilly, Fish, and Adam Cole won the first War Games matchup last year in that triple threat tag team War Games matchup. But with all the experience on the side of the Undisputed Era, hell, all 4 members were in the first one. And whoever wins this, I would say, whoever wins this War Games matchup should be in line for an NXT title matchup, either a North American title matchup or a UK title matchup. Because if the Undisputed Era goes 2-0 in War Games, I mean, how can you deny them a shot at the NXT? How can you deny Adam Cole a shot at the NXT title? How can you deny Bobby Fish at the North American title or Roderick Strong as the UK champion? You cannot deny them that. And with the advantage comes, and with them having the advantage via the win from Kyle O'Reilly, they're in the driver's seat, because usually when you win the advantage when you win the advantage in War Games, you usually win War Games. So, coming from me, in this 8-man War Games matchup that could have been winner takes all, this matchup is definitely going to be better than last year's was good. This year's is going to be going back to the roots of War Games. Just 2 men enter, next interval until all 8 men are in the ring. This one's going to be a good one. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the best 4-man team in wrestling right now, the Undisputed Era, to defeat Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and War Machine. And those are my NXT TakeOver War Games 2 2018 predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning this year's War Games between Dunne, Ricochet, and War Machine versus the Undisputed Era? Who do you have winning the NXT Women's title between Kyrie, Saenz, and Shayna Baszler? Who do you have winning between the Velveteen Dream and Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT title? And who do you have winning between Alistair Black and Johnny Gargano? Let me know in the comment section your picks and your opinions. Let's have a conversation about them. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and even dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later today for my Week 12 college football predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.